Hey guys, I'm Ariana. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe down below before you leave. And you can go ahead and hit the post notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Selena Gomez's makeup line, Rare Beauty. Okay, so I actually just went to Sephora and I got a whole bunch of stuff. I do want to tell you guys what I got and what else she offers in the collection. I only got a couple things just because I bought it with my own money. And I just wanted to get the things that I felt like I would use the most, but I'll definitely be giving you guys my opinion and a whole entire honest review on how I feel like the makeup products performed. So Selena Gomez came out with a whole brand new makeup line called Rare Beauty, as you probably already know, and she does offer a lot of different products just for launching yesterday. So I'm out with foundation and she has 47 to 48 shades available, which is really good. She offers concealer, which also comes in 47 different colors. She has lips and liquid highlighters, brow stuff, primers, and eyeliners, and a couple brushes, powder puffs, and sponges. So I got foundation, concealer, blush, and primer. Okay, so I spent about $89 at Sephora on these four things. The foundation is $29 for one, which I feel like is pretty good for a celebrity makeup brand and a Sephora brand as well. I feel like that is a pretty good price range for a foundation, but we're going to talk about the quality of it later on. The concealers retail for $19, which I feel like is pretty good. It is still pretty up there, but I feel like that is still pretty affordable. The liquid blush I really did have to get, so that one retails for $20, which is a dollar higher than the concealer. Is a little bit up there as well for blush, but I feel like the amount that you get is definitely corresponded to the price. And the last thing that I got was primer, and I got a mini primer, which is $14, and the full-size primer is actually $26. So like I said, I spent $89 on these four things. I feel like the price range are pretty good for a Sephora brand and a high-end brand, celebrity makeup brand. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna show you guys an application, my first impressions, and I'm going to tell you guys my opinion, a full honest review on whatever I got from the Rare Beauty collection from Selena Gomez. Okay, so I have everything laid out in front of me. I literally just got this like 20 minutes ago and I wanted to try it on as soon as possible. So I got the foundation, the primer, the concealer, and the liquid blush. So we're gonna go ahead and just focus on the face today. So I'm going to go ahead in with the Always an Optimist base Illuminating. I'm going to go in with the primer. So this is supposed to be an illuminating primer, and we're going to see how this feels on my skin. This is what it looks like. It is really nice and sleek. The packaging is very clean and it has like a soft matte touch feel to it, which is nice. It feels pretty luxurious, and for a mini primer, this is pretty happy with the size of it for a mini primer, and for $14 I think this is a good size, and it does have a pump on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it to my skin. So I actually do have moisturizer on already. So the primer does have some pearls in it, and it is a little bit shimmery. So this kind of looks like a liquid highlighter on my finger right now, but it is an illuminating primer. So I guess it's supposed to make your face look glowy, but let's see. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of shimmer on this primer, and I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't smell like anything, but it is definitely making my face glow. It does feel a little bit moisturizing on my face, and it is a little bit heavy, which makes me feel like it's actually doing something. But after I blend it out onto my face does look a little bit glowy. I kind of don't really see like the pearls in the primer anymore on my face, but it is definitely making my face look a little bit more vibrant and glowy. So now I'm gonna go ahead in with the foundation. So I got the Weightless, I got the Liquid Touch Weightless foundation in the shade 340C. So she has like 47 or 48 different shades of foundation on the Sephora website, but when I went in store, they only had like, this is the shade that I got, and it is crazy dark. Oh my gosh. So But in Sephora, they only had like 6 shades available or like on display, so I got this one and I'm looking at it now and it is so dark, bro. So let's see if I can work with this. So I got something because usually people think that they are lighter than they are, so I like to go for darker foundations just because I know how to fix them, and going for a lighter foundation, it is more hard to fix and make it look good on your skin. So I can definitely work with this, but bro, what the heck. This is the shade 340C. So this is supposed to be a lightweight buildable foundation. You're supposed to shake it just to disperse all of the contents and the pigment. And it does have a little ball in here. I'm like afraid to try this out. I can't believe that I got this shade, but this is the packaging. It does have like this little ball at the top, which is cute. It's like a little handle, okay? And it does have like that soft matte feel to it, which feels pretty luxurious. So I'm gonna go right in, and it does have a doe foot applicator. So opening it, it does look super liquidy inside. There's like a little thing. We're just gonna go ahead and put this on. I'm just gonna put a couple dots to see what happens and to see how this foundation looks on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with my brush. Alright, it looks really warm on my skin right now. It doesn't look that dark. Okay, honestly, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So I put less foundation than I usually put. Before I went into Sephora, I didn't know that she had like 47 shades available. So I thought that was like my only option. So I didn't even bother to ask if they had any other shades. So I went ahead and picked up this one. And also, due to COVID, you're not allowed to test the testers on your skin. So I just decided to go with this one because out of the 5 shades in front of me, I felt like this one was the best for me. I feel like maybe with concealer I can definitely fix this up, and I'm just gonna look a little bit tan. But first impressions of this on my face, it feels a little bit greasy. When I did take out the applicator, there was like a rim of like some really liquidy substance in here. So I'm not sure if I didn't shake it up enough, but the foundation is not as thick as I thought it would be, or as thick as foundation that I'm used to. So it is really, really lightweight, and that's exactly what she was going for. She wanted it to be buildable, and she didn't want it to feel really heavy on the face, and I definitely feel that. So this is it with one layer on my face. I kind of feel like in the mirror it does not look that bad with my skin tone for the rest of my body. But I feel like it's because I didn't put that much on either, and I did blend it out. So it does blend out pretty well. It does feel really, really lightweight and kind of liquidy, more runny than all the other foundations that I have, because I'm always going for full coverage foundation, which tend to be a little bit more thicker in the formula. Even though it is a little bit thinner, it is still giving me a really good coverage. And I feel like I didn't put that much on either. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm not gonna go back in with another layer just because I'm afraid to see what another layer of this shade on my face would look like. But I'm actually pretty happy with the way that it's looking right now. It's giving me like really nice glowy looking skin. I actually watched Kristen Dominique's Rare Beauty review, and she really didn't like the way the foundation was looking on her skin. She said that it was making like all her imperfections come to light and just really showing everything, and I kind of do see that. I do see like a lot of bumps on my face showing through, peeking through. I'm not sure if it's really being highlighted, but she did say that it's more of a foundation for someone with like smooth skin all over. So I definitely do not have that, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks, because maybe I'm just like embracing my imperfections and I don't mind them being shown. But for me, I kind of like when they are shown and they are highlighted just a little bit, just because I just feel like that makes your face look more like skin. The next thing that we're going in with is going to be the Liquid Touch Concealer. So I got this one in the shade 340C, which is the same shade as the foundation. And this is what it looks like. It is a little bit lighter than the foundation, which is great. So it is a perfect match, hopefully. And it does have the same kind of packaging, which is really cute. Go ahead and open this up. It doesn't have a little ball in it to shake around the content. So the doe foot applicator is a little bit different than the foundation doe foot applicator. This one is kind of like on an angle, so it looks exactly like this brush right here, but in a small applicator form, which is great because I feel like it allows you to really get in there in the creases and put your product. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this where I normally put this. And it does allow for a lot of precision because the top of it is pretty pointy, which is cool. So I'm just going to put this everywhere that I normally put concealer. The concealer shade is lighter than the foundation shade, although they do have the same color name, 340C. But concealer is supposed to be a little bit lighter than your normal foundation shade. So with that being said, this concealer is closer to my skin color, and I actually really like concealers that match my skin a little better because on the days that I don't feel like wearing foundation at all, I go in with concealer just to brighten up my face and make myself look a little bit more awake. I do have a tutorial on that if you guys want to check that out, a no foundation makeup look. So I actually will definitely be using this, but let's see how it performs. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush from Wet n Wild, and we're going to go ahead and blend this out. So I feel like I don't know how I like these two shades together. I'm not sure if it's really doing anything. I don't know if it's just because I'm really used to like a really bright concealer under my eye. Blend out pretty easily, and it is as thick as I thought it would be, so it isn't as liquidy and thin of a consistency as the foundation, which is good because concealer is supposed to be a thicker, more pigmented product. I feel like you can't even see it. I feel like I just added another layer of foundation under my eyes. I don't know if that's just because of the color, but I do feel like it did really conceal under my eyes the lines and the discoloration that I might have, because it does look pretty natural. I wouldn't say it's like completely full coverage, but I do like that about it. I really like the way that it matches my skin color, but using it for a full face kind of like glam look where you want like a brighter, whiter under eye, I feel like I'm going for more of a natural face beat right now. I feel like I look exactly the same as when I put the foundation on, but the only difference is like my fine lines are corrected and concealed and nothing is highlighted at all. But the concealer definitely did what concealer is supposed to do. It's just the color isn't there for me. This is the corresponding concealer for this foundation, and I feel like it didn't highlight anything. So if you do want to go in for a concealer that does highlight, I think that you should go for a lighter color than the same shade as the foundation. So the next and last thing that I'm going to be going in with from the Rare Beauty collection is the Soft Pinch Blush liquid blush. The Soft Pinch liquid blush. So I got this in the shade Joy, and this is what it looks like. It is one of like the reddish orange shades of blush. I actually like going in for like more of an orange blush because I just feel like that looks really good on my skin tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. And see how it does. So it also has a doe foot applicator, but it is a little bit more pinched in the middle. It's more flat on the applicator side where the pigment is supposed to come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this here and see what happens. I forgot I don't like to put blush there. I'm gonna take my blush brush and blend this out, even though I feel like I should take a sponge. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my Real Technique sponge, and we're gonna go in and blend this out. Okay, so I actually hate the placement that I put the blush on. I usually put my blush only over here, and I don't know why I decided to put it on my cheeks. So I'm taking my foundation brush and I'm going to try to tone it down. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how the blush blended out. It does look pretty natural on my skin. I feel like, so when I first put the blush from the applicator onto my face, it was super pigmented, and I am like truly afraid of putting that much like concentrated pigment in one area, because I just feel like you're gonna end up seeing the dots, and you're gonna end up seeing like there's just gonna be streakiness and there's gonna be unevenness. But this blended out really nicely. But I also feel like my cheeks look like they're burnt and they look a little texturized. I feel like they really look super bumpy, so now I can definitely see what Kristen Dominique was saying about the foundation really highlighting your imperfections. I feel like I have more acne scars than I thought I did. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face and see how everything looks when everything is done. I'm going to be taking my Airspun translucent powder to set my under eyes. I want to brighten it up a little bit because, like I said, I feel like the concealer isn't doing any highlighting. I'm going to take my Wonder Beauty Tripper 2 blush and bronzer duo, and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. And the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight my nose. Not doing anything with the eyes just because I want the focus of everything to be on the skin. Okay, so I went ahead and finished up the whole entire face, and looking at it, it does look really good. I really like how everything just looks really natural, and despite having the wrong foundation color, isn't that crazy? Like, do you guys think this looks fine? Because this does not. I honestly don't know if I don't like this shade on myself, like matching it to my neck and my body. I feel like it looks fine, but holding the bottle up to my face definitely looks like the wrong shade, so I was very afraid for a second. But I actually like how it came out. I feel like it doesn't look that crazy. My opinion on the foundation, it definitely does raise and bring to light some of your imperfections, like little bumps, little tiny hairs and fine lines maybe. All I'm seeing are like really small bumps, and like I said, it's definitely your personal preference. Sometimes I kind of like to see imperfections in my face when I'm doing a natural look because I like it to look natural, and I don't mind showing off my imperfections because I love myself. That is not something that you would want. Definitely for like a full coverage, like glamorous event or something that you want to go to and you want to look completely flawless, I don't think this would be a good foundation for that. I really feel like she was going for something that's easier to wear on an everyday basis and something that is more natural, because the formula she's created specifically so that you would not feel anything on your face, and it was very lightweight and you can just put on and go. The primer, I feel like it really did actually make my face look a little bit more glowy. I also do feel like it helped in bringing out the imperfections in my face. Like, this whole area is supposed to be glowy. You can definitely see like there's like huge pores you can see. So I don't know, like I'm not really mad at it because it doesn't really bother me, but if it bothers you, then definitely, I don't know, if you want to get a sample first and try it out before you actually buy it, I definitely recommend that, because this is how I feel, and I know all the other reviews that I've watched, some people really didn't like it. Other thing that I have to say about the shade range, I think they are, I mean, like, how can you go wrong with like almost 50 shades? I feel like the combination of concealer to foundation, just for me, I feel like it didn't really do anything. It definitely added coverage and that's exactly what it did. But as to highlighting, it didn't do that, just because the shade, I feel, didn't really work well with the foundation shade. And like I said before, they are both in 340C. Do want to highlight with the concealer from Rare Beauty, do not get the same shade as the foundation. Just go a little bit lighter. And my thoughts on the blush, I actually really like the blush. I like how the blush looks on my face and my skin. That's why I got this shade. I wanted to get like an orangey red shade, and I really like how it looks. The only thing is, it is super pigmented and it is very easy to blend out with a sponge. I don't know why, I feel like my face looks like it's burnt just because there is a lot of texture going on, and then it's also like red, so I kind of look like I have a sunburn going on right here. That's the only thing that I have to say about that. So overall, I am pretty happy with the whole Rare Beauty collection, or all of the items that I got from Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty collection. For me, I feel like I would be using these products on an everyday natural makeup look basis. I would probably not go for these things when I'm doing a full glam, full coverage kind of look. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I am pretty happy with my purchase. I absolutely love getting foundation and concealers, so I'm so glad that I have 2 new ones. So and I really like how this one matches my skin color, because I love concealers that match my skin color, because the coverage is definitely there and the color is working for me. Let me know what you guys think about Selena Gomez's new makeup brands, and if you guys like when celebrities come out with makeup brands, because I know that's a whole controversial issue about. I don't know her. I don't know if she's been into makeup. But when I think about Selena, I just think about a bold red lip and a really nice fresh face. So I feel like this actually really does speak to who I think she is, or from what I've seen of her. So that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. If you have any concerns that I did not address using these products, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you want to see more videos like this, I love to do reviews on new things that drop, because I'm a makeup junkie, so I always am getting new products to try out for you guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!